Invite a Budget Blinds style consultant to show you how to transform your rooms just by changing your window coverings. Canada's #1 choice for window coverings. Visit budgetblinds.ca today.
And welcome back. Last night was night 1 of the GMC Rangeland Derby down in Calgary, and the CPCA was well represented. Folks around here are used to hearing the names from both the WPCA and the CPCA, but the winner of Day 1 Night Money is a name very familiar to all of us.
There's the horn, and the charge is underway, and a good one it is right across the board. Here comes.
We will get to that in a second, but first, Heat 2, an all CPCA heat. Dallas Dick, Shane Nolan, Dave Galloway, and BJ Carey. Nolan gets out of the infield in a hurry, followed closely by Carey, and Galloway and Dick are bringing up the rear. Here as we get into the third corner, Carey has the rail and is able to take the lead over Shane Nolan. We're going to head home, and Carey still has the lead. Look at him, let the thoroughbreds go. Dick and Galloway are able to pass Nolan, and Carey crosses the line first, but had a late outrider penalty which costed him 1 second. Galloway finished tied at 17th with a time of 1:11.67, and Dick takes the heat and is 15th with a time of 1:11.54. And Heat 4 now, one of the top drivers in the CPCA is Jamie Labicane. Coming off the #2 barrel, he is shot out of a cannon, and look at him go, and he gets out of the infield in a hurry. Here as we head southbound and down, Labicane is still in the lead, and he opens up the thoroughbreds. Look at those horses give him the win. He gets the heat and also the fastest time on the night. Great run for Jamie on night 1 in Calgary. We're going to move on to the final heat now, and it is the top man in the CPCA, Chris Smalley, against some of the best in the WPCA, including last year's champ, Kurt Bensmiller. As they leave the infield, Kirk Sutherland is in the lead, and Molly, he had a tough go against these top 3 guys, but he still did fairly well. He came off the 4 barrel and was in tough. He had a time of 1:12.18 and sits in 27th spot going into night 2. And here's the top 5 of the day. Jamie Labicane is in first, as we just seen, with a great run. Tonight he will be coming off the #3 barrel. And second is Aubrey Motalo. He is out of the WPCA, was in the final heat, had a solid run with a time of 1:10.39. Coming in third was 8th place driver in the WPCA, Luke Tournier. Cody Murcaugh comes in 4th with a time of 1:10.41. And the top man in the WPCA so far, Kirk Sutherland, rounds out the top 5. The times from 2nd place to 5th place are just 1/100th of a second apart, so there could be lots of moving on night 2. We will now see how our other CPCA drivers did. And of course, there's Labicane at the top. Stampede rookie Dallas Dick is in 15th place. Fellow rookie driver Dave Galloway is tied with BJ Carey. BJ would be ahead, but due to the 1-second penalty of a late outrider last night, it affected his score. Shane Nolan starts a streak of CPCA drivers at 26. CPCA top man Chris Smalley was in the last heat, racing against the best drivers from the WPCA. As we saw earlier, he was coming off the 4th barrel and is in 26th. After finishing last in last year's Rangeland Derby, Vern Nolan had a good run on night 1, is in 29th place. Lane Bremner comes in at 31st after night 1, and the Chief had a 5-second penalty as he absolutely destroyed his barrel as he was leaving the infield. Before the penalty, he had a solid time which would have put him in the top 10, but he falls all the way down to 32, and it was a tough night for Wayne Knight. His horses decided to just forget about going around the barrels. He had already 10 seconds of penalties before he even left the infield. He also ran into another wagon, and it costed him 31 seconds in penalties, and he is sitting in last place. The Border City is hosting the U10, U12, and U18 Girls Alberta Softball Provincials this weekend. The U18 Rebels have got off to a good start and are looking to stay undefeated. However, the U12s are in tough and needed a win this afternoon. The U12 here taking on the Red Deer Rage in a game they need to win, bottom of 1, and it's tied at 2. Chanel Ronick gets a pitch, and it gets overthrown by pitcher Sophie Crease, and that allows McKenna Cowan to score from third. The Rage keep on adding the runs here. Another ball to Crease, and as she throws it to first, Alexa Swenson with a heads-up play slides in home at safe. That is one of her 4 runs in the game. The Rage would add another here when Emma Nur is able to score when the ball gets past the back catcher. The Rage take this game 12-1, and Nurs shut down the Rebels with 13 strikeouts. Now we're going to move on to the U18 here against Calgary Kazan. It's 8-6 in the bottom of the sixth rather. Kylie McKaig hits one into the outfield, and that cashes in Britt Voikin to make it 8-6. Same inning, Taylor Gallagher at the plate, and she rips it by the diving shortstop there, and Morgan Cackle is able to score and tie this game up at 8. Now we're going to move to the top of the 8, some extra inning ball for you here, and Jaden Lee smokes it through the wickets of the first baseman, and Abby Walter gets the wave around third and will make it in at home to give the Rebels a 9-8 lead. The Kazan will strand runners on both third and second base in the bottom half of the inning, and the Rebels stay undefeated in the tournament. The Vermillion Roar were in action this afternoon in Edmonton against the Edmonton Wizards. The Roar have been struggling lately and are on a 4-game losing skid, something they don't want heading into the playoffs. The Roar were finally able to right the ship when they defeated the Wizards with only 10 players. Kagan Bowman returned to the lineup after injuring his hamstring, and he added 10 points to the team. Nathan Dragg was all over the score sheet today, and Cameron Webb added 3 goals, and the rest of the scoring was spread out throughout the rest of the players. Tomorrow they face the Sherwood Park Titans in their last home game and also the last regular season of the year before the playoffs start. According to assistant coach Ivan Bowman, they hope for more guys back and are hopefully be able to get back to their winning ways and settle things down and play the type of game that they're known to playing.